For the Toronto Marlies. Devant le filet, in goal, le numéro 30, number 30, Matt Murray. Le numéro 11, number 11, Logan Shaw. Le numéro 26, number 26, Nick Abruzzese. Le numéro 46, number 46, Alex Steers. Le numéro 55, number 55, Matt Benning. Et le numéro 84, number 84, Mikko Kokkonen.
Des arénas de quartier à la place Belle. Ce n'était autrefois que des rêves qui sont devenus réalité. C'est notre moment.
Plusieurs nouveaux visages chez le Rocket cette saison. L'équipe compétitive, il y a beaucoup d'engouement également. Une autre solide performance de Jakub Dobeš.
Mesdames, Messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, accueillons le Rocket! L'alignement de départ, the starting lineup. Le numéro 5, number 5, Gustav Lindstrom. Le numéro 11, number 11, Rafael Arve-Pina. Le numéro 23, number 23, Tyler Wotherspoon. Le numéro 42, number 42, Lucas Condona. Le numéro 81, number 81, Xavier Simoneau. Et le numéro 31, number 31, Connor Hughes. Mesdames, Messieurs, veuillez maintenant vous lever et retirer chapeaux et casquettes pour l'interprétation de l'hymne national canadien par Dominique Lafont. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Remove your hats and caps for the singing of the national anthem by Dominique Lafont.
Ô Canada, terre de nos aïeux, ton front est ceint de fleurons glorieux, car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Now that's a performance right there. A wow finish to yesterday's game might as well have put a guarantee on an emotional afternoon here in Laval. Cedric Perret, who was booted every touch of the puck due to his contact with Patrick Laine in the NHL preseason, came through for the Marlies in the fourth round of the shootout to end the Rocket night in a bit of a fizzle. The Marlies are 23-7-1-2 versus Laval here at Place Bell, but this is a brand new Saturday against what might be the best team the Canadians have assembled north of their island. Jakub Dobish was injured on the Alex Steve shorthanded goal. Connor Hughes stepped in. He shut the door in regulation and OT, turned aside 2 of 4 in the shootout. He'll roll today with former Marley Luke Kavlin as a backup. Matt Murray, the veteran, with a 2.35 goals against, a .914 save percentage, gets the call from head coach John Gruden. Laval's Pascal Vincent has his team playing well, but they found themselves on the wrong end of the equation. 4 out of the last 5. The referees are Don Koharski, officiating school graduate Bo Halkitis, and former Lethbridge Hurricane Cole Train Wilson. We are ready to put the puck on the pond here at Place Bell. The Toronto Marlies and the Laval Rocket for the second time this season of 10. I'm Todd Crocker. This is Toronto Marlies hockey. We welcome all the viewers on FloHockey and the FloHockey universe who have chosen to join us here Saturday afternoon. A little bit tidbit of hockey for you, a little hockey appetizer if you're into Saturday night, and that's where you get your usual hockey fix. It is picked up by Laval and sent in as they try to establish a presence in the Marlies zone, starting things out. Alex Steves with Nick Abrazizi and Logan Shaw. Wotherspoon sends it down along for Xavier Simoneau. Shaw trying to wrestle it out of the mix there. Out front. And now back to the point. Wotherspoon takes a bit of a hit from Steves. Murray gives it a bit of a touch there as it is Mikko Kokkonen with Matt Benning. As far as the Marlies set up on their opening 5, you heard that off the top of the program. A little bit of a conversation here from the officiating crew as they try to figure out where that puck should be dropped. It's coming outside the line. Cedric Perret with Brian Turberg and Matthew Barbolini. The Marlies have chosen to go 11-7 as Kyle Clifford checks out of the lineup from yesterday. Encouraging signs. Joe Blandisi back. There's a long, low shot, and it's picked up by Murray as he tried to move it quickly, but got the whistle instead. Braden Kressler out of the lineup this afternoon as well. So they went with the extra defenseman. And the Marlies have been doing that over the last couple of weeks as things kind of shook out with a lot of the injuries to the Leafs and a lot of bodies went up. They pulled in some folks from Cincinnati and then, well, not just random passerbys in Cincinnati. That's where the ECHL affiliate is now, not Newfoundland. Perret trying to move that quickly. Grabbed up by Dakota Mermis, pushing it up the wall. Pairings, of course, will be mixed up just a little bit. Tommy Miller checks into the game for the Marlies. It comes dancing out front, rolls down toward the goal, but not with any authority. Trying to move it back up along the wall. This one lifted out into center ice. Laval, no doubt, coming with a big push to start out this game after last night's disappointing end. They tied the game up after Alex Steeves had put the Marlies ahead, but then shortly afterwards, Joshua Waugh tied it up. Shot there along the boards, a bit of a slider. Hervinen and Quillen tried to come cross ice. It's picked off and right back the other way. Hervinen on the defensive side of things, turned away by Murray, and the net has come off. We talk about Archer Akhtaimov leading the American League in goals against average. He played yesterday, picked up the win, gave up 2 goals, and having a rookie season to admire. There's a guy in Matt Murray who had maybe one of the best rookie seasons of an American League goaltender ever. He was, I voted for him that year. He doesn't know that. Let's not share that information around, but I voted for him that year for Rookie of the Year, All-Star, whatever was available. Marlies didn't play that year against Wilkes-Barre, but it was impossible not to see him weekly doing something absolutely spectacular. He comes back across the line. It gets turned away, and Kidney goes back. Topi Niemela out. Solo with Quillen and Hervinen instead of Clifford. Niemela steps side of his goal. He'll work back along the right side and now try to just ease it up to Dakota Mermis. Sharp pass that gets past Sam Stevens, who's in the lineup. A couple of good games last weekend, and he continues to be relied upon here by John Gruden. Here's an interesting turn there, as Matt Murray, of course, was traded for Jonathan Gruden at one point in his career. Son of the Marlies head coach, who plays in Wilkes-Barre. It's all coming back to Wilkes-Barre. All roads lead to the Scranton area. Wotherspoon, this one pitched in on the backhand as Mermis moves it back. Niemela along the near side. Solo trying to get a touch on that. Stevens drags it out and then moves it quickly. Mermis looks up ice. He had Mastro Simone moving up ice, and it drops in front of Stevens. He looks around. I think he thought he might have been offside. Pops out front. That nearly found its way into a dangerous Alex Steeves. Tuck, hard shot, missed. Might have grazed the goaltender. Miller trying to get his stick in the middle of that conversation. Along the near side. William Villeneuve had a good game, had an assist yesterday on what looked like it might have been a Steeves goal, but they credited Abrazizi. It's hard to tell who had touched last out front, but they did credit Nick Abrazizi on that one. And boy, he's on a run as well for the Marlies. Back up along the near side, Steeves. They toss that to Logan Shaw. He's got a head of steam as he works down the right side and just tipped off of his stick as he tried to get it back in on a centering attempt, but that little slider was turned back the other way as he finds Alex Steeves on the far side of the ice. Snapped along for Coconut, but that is tipped up and into the crowd. Keep your eyes open always. About 4 rows back. This was also the site of the famous chip smasher here in Laval. The guy over here to my right who was eating chips like people eat popcorn, like a handful of chips and just smashing them right in. I'll never get the image of that. I've never seen anybody eat chips like that before. Here's Engstrom. Like full chips, not like scraps either. Innovation takes many forms. Here's Engstrom. Across the line, leads it ahead. Nice little pass, but unable to do anything with that one. As it's sent along for Torberg. Got it awkwardly, but still holds on to it. Cuts back. Little help from Benning coming in after it. And now everybody spills down to the ice trying to get that one and move it back out. Benning just ridden around out there as he was trying to get up from the ice surface. Here's Waugh. Dangerous. Got 10 goals this season so far. Scored yesterday. And that one was hoping to find a home at the blue line, but it got by everybody and back down the ice it goes. Lifted down towards Murray, but up over his head and hits the boards. Pops loose, finding Barbolini. Wanted to get it through to Solo. They find him now. Here's Zach Solo across the line. Lets one fly at the goaltender. Picked up on the long rebound. Hughes turns that aside as well. They protected him pretty good yesterday, but now here 3-on-1 back the other way. Davidson, there's the shot, the rebound. Murray turns aside the original shot, no chance as it came bounding out. Down into the corner. Right back the other way. Good chance here for Laval, and Marlies at the other end couldn't manufacture something as it came back the other way. Miller moves it up along the near side wall, gives it back to Zach Solo, and now Jacob Quillen. A step here for Mermis, but knocked off his stick on a good stretch from Logan Mailloux. Decent wheels on this game right now, but it's picked up on the icing call. They'll bring it all the way back. We're 6 minutes and 13 seconds into this first period. Shots 4-2 favoring Laval. I didn't actually go home and try to eat chips that way. I'm a bit of a one chip eater, but at a time. But worked for that guy. Here's Steve. Shot! And grabbed up out of the air. Good quick glove hand. Hughes out of London, Ontario. Originally. Spent a lot of years playing over in Switzerland. Finds himself back playing pro in the American League. We'll be back.
Et bon après-midi, la Place Belle. On espère que vous êtes en grande forme aujourd'hui. Match très spécial aujourd'hui. C'est le match du lancer du toutou, en collaboration, bien sûr, avec le service de police de la ville de Laval. Vili, comment ça va?
En pleine forme, et toi, mon cher Oli?
Ça va super bien. Donc là, je vous rappelle un peu le déroulement. Hein. Au premier but du Rocket, tout le monde lance leur toutou sur la patinoire. Et on veut battre le record de toutou de l'an passé, bien sûr. S'il n'y a pas de but marqué, ça va se passer entre la deuxième et la troisième période. Vous allez attendre notre signal et c'est là qu'on va lancer nos toutous sur la patinoire. On veut vous parler aussi du grand retour du bingo aujourd'hui. Et oui, parce que c'est la journée bingo. Cet après-midi, visitez la section 113 ou 216 pour vous procurer vos cartes. Et durant tout le match, nous allons annoncer des combinaisons qui vous permettront de remplir votre carte de bingo. Alors, pour les gagnants, rendez-vous à la section 113 avec votre carte pour récupérer votre prix. Bonne chance et surtout, amusez-vous.
Mon cher Oli, aussi, on avise aux gens qui n'ont pas eu la chance d'amener des toutous. Vous pouvez aller à la boutique Tricolore Sport à la section 115. Vous obtiendrez 15 % de rabais sur tous les toutous et vous pourrez aussi mettre la main sur les rondelles d'échauffement officielles. La loterie 50-50, il y a un spécial aujourd'hui. 200 billets pour 50 $ et 600 billets.
That was just a great part to cut back in. Wow. Hey, you know, bingo in any language is bingo. It doesn't matter how you get about it. Although, I actually have no idea if that's actually true. If there is a French word for bingo, I just kind of assumed bingo was universal, like orange. A little tap back by Villeneuve, but it finds its way to Kandata. Spilling into the corner, Villeneuve. Abrazizi. Looked like he wanted to send it back into the corner, and now he's kicking along, dragging it that direction as he finds Villeneuve again. William Villeneuve We'll move along to Mermis. He's got great offensive instinct. Steve's tried to give it back to Mermis, and then Dauphin steals it and then gets a shot on Matt Murray. Boy, Matt Murray, you look at just thinking about that rookie season that he had. Set the rookie shutout mark that year of 12. And that record had stood since 1942-43. Gordie Bell, former Leaf actually. Got a few games with the Leafs. See. So this one slides back up the ice. And Gordie Bell had a couple of really good notable moments in his career. Despite not playing a lot of NHL work, getting a lot of NHL work. Here's Alex Baraboulet, steps around, gets out front, shot right on, and Murray turns it away. The Rocket keep coming. Back from below the goal line on his backhand. And right back up out as Dauphin kills the drive of the Rockets still with the puck. Dauphin leads it back in, and Kokkonen picks it up from there. A little toss along, doesn't find a home. And Bell won a Mem Cup, the Calder Cup. It was with the Belleville McFarlands when they won the World Championship in 1959. Long, hard shot, and that blasts off Matt Murray. And get a hold of that one out of the corner. Sent out front, and it almost looked like the net had come off, and the referee having a good long look at whether that thing is askew. It isn't. And now Cedric Perret draws some attention here, as I thought he might have drawn the attention yesterday. Arsenault is in there. He's got some things to say. Cedric Perret, for his part, yesterday didn't notice that people were booing necessarily. And, you know, you're in your own little environment there. The hockey dome, the biodome, whatever you want to call that. And, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. But at the end, when he scored in the shootout, he put his hand to his ear to hear it from the crowd. And I don't think there was a lot of love for that moment. Here he is as Arsenault skims in. He definitely wants to get invested here with Cedric Perret. Now he's going to get his chance in the face-off circle. Florian Jacquet out there as well as the Marlies win that draw. Perret. Barbolini tries to push it forward. Comes right back to Jacquet, and down it goes into the corner. Chasing after it. Tried to collide with Mermis, who's wearing the bubble out there after the puck hit him in the face. Rode up in a practice, and he's back and finding his timing. Looked good yesterday. And he was used in all sorts of situations. Torberg. Trudeau back into the corner. He'll get it back behind his own goal as Torberg heads off, and the Marlies get the full change they were looking for. Quillen, a tap, gets it loose, and then tries to find it off the board. Zach Solo wrestles to get a piece of that puck. Knocked down. Quillen doing a terrific job along the boards to keep that in the zone, but eventually it takes 3 Rocket to get it back out off of him. Solo cross ice. Matteo Petronero comes back to it as he drops into a game. Pass ahead to Quillen. It's in his feet, and he had a tough time moving it and had to get after it quick. It does come loose from the pile as Beck comes across the line. Dishes it off to Engstrom. Great one, scores! Wow, there go the Teddy Bears. Engstrom with the goal, but it's a great feed from Beck. And here on Teddy Bear Toss afternoon, they are flying from the rafters. They're everywhere. Boy, folks are tossing them from all locations. A successful afternoon, to be sure. They're right out after it to try and clean this thing up. But that's a solid first goal from the Rocket. At 9:41 of the first period. They just keep coming. This is a fabulous tradition in the American League. A lot of other leagues too do this, but this is a very successful one. The Laval Police Department comes out, trucks washed, whole deal, and they collect them all in bins, and they make sure they get to kids. And now here comes some of the folks down on ropes, offering opportunities for people to shoot them through hula hoops if they can. I don't know if you get something special for that, or, well, they got one. How about that? The teddy bear is just ubiquitous all over the world. I don't know if you know the history of the teddy bear. And Teddy Roosevelt, the U.S. president, who was essentially out there hunting one day in Mississippi. Holt Collier, one of the guys who hunted bears for, I don't know, it might have been a living, might have been just something he did. Holt Collier was able to get a bear. He wanted to make sure the president was got a bear too, so he tied the bear. After the first day, they didn't get any bears. Second day, he tied a bear and, up to a post and said, okay, here we go. And the president said, no, that's not very sportsmanlike. I don't want to do that. So they spared the bear, only briefly, because when they tried to get the bear loose, the bear went a little berserk, as you might guess, and they had Holt Collier actually had to kill the bear with a knife. So, that's not that's not the part of the story they focus on. The part they focus on is the creation of the teddy bear. Everybody heard about it. Some folks in New York City, generally credited with creating the teddy bear, had done that. Plush toys have been used all the time, but the teddy bear got its name that day, and of course now you're looking out on the ice surface, and there are 1,000 of them out there, which is terrific. And the teddy bear just has become something that is just, I don't know, there's something really great when you see a young kid that's kind of, attached themselves to something like a teddy bear. There's a funny thing that happened actually after the teddy bear. I don't know if you know this story, but if you're about to. But a presidential candidate after that, Taft, William Howard Taft, thought he'd come up with his own teddy bear idea, Billy Possum. And I'm not kidding you. This is not one of those stories that has some ending that's going to trick you. It's an absolute truth. And he liked possum and taters. I don't know. Do people eat possums anymore? Is that really a thing? But possum and taters sounds like a pretty good exclamation, actually. It's like something crazy happens, and you're like, possum and taters. What's going on? Anyway, the Billy Possum, as you can well imagine, you've never seen one because they are not popular and did not become popular. As much as the teddy bear became super popular, Teddy Bear's Picnic, Winnie the Pooh, they became everywhere. Teddy Bear, Elvis Presley, Ted, the recent bit there with Seth MacFarlane, the creepy Teddy Ruxpin. I don't know if you remember that. Now, if you don't remember Teddy Ruxpin, that was a very odd and unusual toy that talked, and it would say things that sounded like, I'm sure in a boardroom somewhere, somebody was like, this is going to be a great idea. Kids will be able to talk to this thing, but I tell you, I think it frightened people more than anything else. So still cleaning up here as the Rocket de Laval have a successful teddy toss, but this is a seriously, you know, they've got these pillows now that are almost like round. They look, I don't know, they're not really teddy bears, they're just stuff. But people are using them on the buses, including our bus. And folks, I guess they're good portable sleeping pillows, and they look like plush animals, plush thingamabobbers. I'm not sure. They're just blobs for the most part. But this is a terrific initiative, and more importantly, there's going to be some Christmas gifts in this, but there's going to be some smiles that are attached to this situation, and I got to appreciate that more than anything else. They've got bins and bins of teddy bears still to work on here, and I know there's lots of folks in the competitive side of this business that would say, what an edge this gives to either the team, or what an edge this gives to somebody else. You don't know. Like, the reality is, I got some of the players here, the Rocket player, cleaning up some of the bears to get this game moving. There's a brontosaurus. You don't often see a stuffed brontosaurus. You know, except on the Flintstones maybe as a meal, but the brontosaurus burger. Somebody missed the boat there. I don't know what the copywriting that. Somebody probably did copyright that actually, but they've got probably about 10 more bins to go here, but they got the police out here who are very involved in making sure that these toys end up in the right location. And I got to really appreciate the fact that the outreach into the community, and that's something the AHL has done probably as good as any league anywhere, is making sure that they are a part of the community and a part of each community's initiatives to make sure that some positive things and positive developments come of it, having a hockey team. And I really admire a lot of the different initiatives. You go to different cities and you see what they do, and it's really an impressive use of the resource of a hockey team. And you see it at the NHL level too, but on bigger scale and on sometimes a bigger initiative that feels like it's a bigger investment. But this just feels a little bit more grassroots. Like, I'm not saying they're wheeling these things out and the kids are right there out in the back, but and picking up the bears, but it does feel a little bit more involved at a more human level rather than a more organizational level. People just, the Laval police mascot is a bear. Oh no, he might be a dog. Oh, it makes sense that he's a dog, but he looked like, I thought he was a bear, and I thought, well, that is just perfect. It's like C.W. McCall, the great big convoy. If you have a police mascot that's a bear, that's a throwback to CB radios, and we got a bear in the air. In case you didn't know, that's what they would call the police on the CB radios, all the truckers. They were bears, and there was all sorts of them. Smokey Bear was the state troopers, I think, because they wore those hats in the U.S. And now they're just, now they're smart. Here the crew, the ice crew has come out. There you see all the names of all the folks that are involved in this whole initiative. Is that a dog? No, he's a bear. No, it's a dog. It's a dog. That makes sense. McGruff the crime dog. or something, well, whatever they call McGruff, the crime dog in French. McGruff, Le Chien McGruff? Not sure. They're almost done. They're getting close. The Rocket players are all out helping, and now the Marlies have decided to give a bit of a skate and warm up here, and everybody pitching in to make sure this works out. Oh, there's a rabbit. Oh, little Peter Rabbit. That's endearing stuff. Your kids, it's funny when you ever see a kid holding on to a stuffed animal maybe your kids, grew attached to. That's an emotionally endearing moment of your life. A little bit of a memory thread that you pull that makes you feel like we're all connected in some way. Yes, by stuffed animals. Or stuffies, or plush toys, or whatever they're calling them these days. They're teddy bears in the grander sense. There you see, I don't know, you saw that guy. I don't know, you see a dog or a bear. I think it's a dog, I think. We're nearly ready to get back going here as everybody having a bit of a skate. Forgot about the Care Bears too. They were a big thing. I think they were first. I think Care Bears were toys, and then they became a cartoon, shooting happiness out of their chest. I don't know. Who came up with that concept where the idea was they just went around spreading joy and happiness, but could use a little bit of that in this day and age. There they go. They got them all off there, I think. And we're ready to get back to. I think we're going to get ready to get back here. Let me get back and tell you what happened actually in the hockey game. Adam Engstrom, 941 from Owen Beck and Josh Jacobs. It all hinges on the Beck pass, and Engstrom lets one fly, and he beats Matt Murray, and now everybody is back to ready to get involved in it. The Police Laval. I like that they went back. A lot of police forces went back to the black and white. Where I'm from, they had a white, red, and blue, I think, at one point, and it just didn't look. I don't know. I like the black and white is very identifiable. I know that you're trying to catch people speeding. It's not the greatest, but well, there we go. A thank you from the team, and some of the fans decide to get to their feet and thank them in return. 10:19 left to go here in the first period. The nice part about this is the plan B that happens. If it happens in the last 3 minutes of a period, they usually just clear the ice, and then they add that time to the next period. We have been a part of this over my 25 some odd years in the covering games in the American Hockey League. I can tell you, I've been a part of a few of these, and that's almost preferable because you can leave the ice, they clean it up in the intermission, they get it all sorted out, and as a player, you don't have to think about anything at all. But now, the situation where this now starts is this feels almost like a different game now. Engstrom knew it was happening too. Right away, called for the fans to start throwing them on the ice. Nice moment here in Laval. Congratulations to all the fans here in Laval and everywhere in the American Hockey League that's holding a teddy bear toss this season. I hope it's as successful as this one. All right, we're back and underway as Villeneuve sends it along for Alex Steeves. Backing up, Condotta sends it in. Villeneuve goes after it. Simoneau thought he was coming back the near side. They try to lift it back off the wall. Coming after it is Abruzzese. Gets out front, no shot there, but now here's a chance out front. Wotherspoon with a good eye to see it across the other side of the ice, but it didn't connect. We're halfway into this first period and 25 seconds more. Wotherspoon back across the line, pocket picked, and they're moving it. They continue to move it. For a brief moment there, it felt like the whistle went, and everything just slowed down a hair. Barry Boulay. So many years in Syracuse, it's kind of almost odd to see him here sometimes. Down the left side, Barbolini waits on help. Trudeau, he sends it cross ice, hoping to find Turberg, who couldn't get loose from Barry Boulay. And now we're going to see a penalty as it is flipped up and into the crowd. A little hook here, and Barry Boulay is going to go into the box with 8:54 left to go in the first period. Marlies power play 19%, 12 for 63. Looking to have it hit a little more regular. It started out red hot at the beginning of the season and was ticking along just fine, but in the last couple of weeks, not that they've had a lot of games to deal with. The Marlies have played 4 less games than somebody left their water bottle inside the biodome of hockey. Get rid of that, and we're underway on a power play here as Alex Steeves sends one toward the goal, loose out front, scrambling for it, picked up, and now up high, Villeneuve lets it go, and that is stopped and blocked out front. Abruzzese gathers it in, was hoping for Steeves. Back high to Villeneuve. There's Steeves again. He scores! Alex Steeves record the point, print the record. Alex Steeves ties it up and sets a new Marlies all-time point record in the process. He tied it yesterday, and now he is atop the all-time points list in Toronto Marlies history with a blast of a goal. Steeves puts the Marlies on the board. 11:27 into this first period. Over the course of this chase here, which now Alex Steeves has put himself on top of that list, surpassing Chris Newbury, which, by the way, you talk about records that lasted a while, and this isn't 1942-43 or anything like that. Here's Hervinen right back the other way. But 2009, Chris Newbury, the last time he put points on the board for the Marlies was against Rockford, January 31st of 2009. So that record has now been broken. That's just how long it took to do it. When you think the amount of talent that has come through the Toronto Marlies over that time period, considering this, that from 2012, for about 10 years there, the Marlies had wild success in this league, had played more or playoff games and won more playoff games sometimes than other teams had, except one or two, had actually played in the playoffs. So just incredible success that they had over that period of time. And yet nobody was able to eclipse that mark, and Alex Steeves has done just that. Congratulations to Alex. I know lots of folks oftentimes get it in their head. You set a record in the minors that somehow, I'm never comfortable with that term, but minors, but if you set a record that's not the NHL record, that somehow it's not an accomplishment. Well, it is. 169 points for Alex Steeves. as they send that one all the way back down the ice. Arsenault. Here's Barbolini with it. And Miller. Sharp up to Jacob Quillen. Couldn't get it past. Everybody fell there and sticks went flying, and there was some thought maybe that there might have been a high stick. Steve's now with 80 goals in his career with the Marlies as well. That's 14 away from the goals mark held by Ryan Hamilton. That stood for quite a long time. After it in the corner, Hervinen will touch back to it as the Rocket try to push it ahead through center ice. Right back for Matteo Petronero. And John Gruden pointing out yesterday, pretty tough to drop into hockey games when you're not playing on the regular basis. Trying to get loose there was Torberg from Lindstrom. But that's the drill. That's what they're asking you to do. And for Matteo Petronero, that's exactly what they're asking him to do here. He hadn't played in a while, and now get back and just be ready to roll. Exhausting sometimes. Xavier Simoneau down low, shot out front, and it drops in front of Matt Murray, who hangs on to that one. Spread out here. All that, 80 goals now for Alex Steeves. Never had a hat trick in this league. A couple of streaks that he's been pretty darn good. 16 games last year with points. Steeves picks it up now and moves it along for Benning. Little backhander. Mayu down the left side as he sends it bounding in, and Murray comes out to play it. He has to get back to his net quickly. Marlies didn't have a body over along the wall. Shaw comes after it. It's sent into the near side corner. Trudeau tried to send it right back the other way, but it got caught up in the door there that they used. Not the Zamboni door, but they come in and out of that door a fair bit. Lifted in by Steeves. He'll spin back and go off. Mastro Simone has to get after it. Center back out front, and nothing there for the Marlies to pick off as Mastro Simone got a touch to it. Crossed the line, and now right back the other way it comes. Miller trying to get to it. Villeneuve. Pop back up, long shot there. Bounces off the end boards, hits the back of the net, and now racing after it, Zach Solo. Lifted high along the glass. It flutters off the glass awkwardly, and then Mastro Simone coming back the other way, trying to get by Engstrom, but he's held up, and Engstrom knew it right away. In fact, he just turned, got up, and went straight to the box. Didn't have to wait for any kind of instruction there. 4:32 left to go in the first period. The Marlies tied up with Laval at 1 apiece.
Oh que oui, je suis accompagné de Mathieu et son petit-fils, bien sûr, Olivier. On va jouer à Repère la paire présenté par Remax 2000. Mathieu, je t'explique, il y aura des cartes numérotées de 1 à 8 à l'écran et tu devras me trouver 4 paires de joueurs qui vont être cachés derrière ces cartes-là. Est-ce que tu es prêt?
C'est parfait.
C'est parfait. Allons voir à l'écran. Voyons voir les cartes. On va même, je pense qu'on va vous les montrer brièvement, juste pour vous donner une idée. On recherche donc Engstrom, Roy, Jacky et Witherspoon. On tourne 2 cartes à la fois.
1 et 4.
On dit 1 et 4. Et là, Olivier vient me regarder, il m'a dit oui, ça c'est une bonne réponse, parfait. Olivier m'a dit oui, papa, continue, on lâche pas.
2 et 6.
On dit 2 et 6. Oh que oui, ça s'enligne bien. Et là, on va aller voir 2 autres cartes.
3 et 5.
On dit 3 et 5. Est-ce qu'on révèle une 3e paire? Non, mais là, naturellement.
7 et 3.
On dit 7 et 3. Est-ce que c'est bon? Oh que oui! Naturellement, la 4e paire dans la 5 et la 8. Mathieu, tu remportes une carte Tricolore Sport de 50 $ à dépenser à la boutique. Olivier, tu vas être gâté, mon ami. Félicitations! C'était Repère la paire présenté par Remax 2000. Merci d'avoir joué.
Merci beaucoup.
Yes.
Good.
I wouldn't have got that game. I didn't see the original thought process there, but that whole matching thing was the memory game. I think it's also a psychological test as well. I think they tried to use that. Off the draw, back up it comes. Marlies on the power play for the 2nd time. Steves in close and trying to get loose to get a shot was Shaw, and they're able to get it all the way down the ice. Fluttering, Murray. And now Villeneuve as he drops it back. Abruzzese and Villeneuve end up with the assists on the Steves goal. Perret. They tossed that one behind him, but it ended up out of the zone. And they just continue to boo Cedric Perret. Each time he doesn't pick up for him, as he said yesterday. They're trying to get it back across the line. Abruzzese thought he did drag it back across the line, and now we're going to see a penalty here as roughing is going to be handed out, and Simino is going to go to the box. He's not keen. He took his helmet off to be, I guess, to be recognized. It's just. He was knocked down on the ground, and then he can't believe it's him that actually got the call. So a 5-on-3 for 1:06 or less. He's in disbelief. I don't know. It just seemed a little bit like a lot of hockey over there in front of the bench of the Laval Rocket. All right. Perret will come in to take this face-off. He's got Shaw to his right, Abruzzese to his left. A 5-on-3 with Steves in the mix as well. Abruzzese trying to force his way back over to the boards. It gets caught up along the boards as they dig it along and try to drag it out of there. It does come loose, hard back to the blue line. Steves looks in, sends it low. Abruzzese right back to Steves. Pitch and catch out front, looking to find Shaw, and they're able to clear it away. Everybody looks up at the big board to read what time they've got. Here's Steves dropping it back. Perret, and now Abruzzese. Quick over to Shaw. He wanted the shot, but it just wasn't there. Right back, Shaw hands it back. A little bit of miscommunication here on the power play at the moment. Now they get it sorted out. Abruzzese back for Steves. Quick over to Abruzzese, looks out front, draws in, and now off the toes of Hughes. Makes a great save. Steves again draws, shoots, and that is blocked by Harvey Pinard, and it ends up out of play. 2 seconds. Well, he felt that one. That is a bag of bees right there. Up and over the snowbank it went. Abruzzese with the good chance right there. I don't think he really made contact again, but we'll see here on the overhead whether he did or he did. Absolutely. Wow, that is some good work by Hughes to get down and take away the opportunity. Torberg. Now Hervinen from behind the goal emerges on the other side and brings it back up for Topi Niemela. Down low. Round behind for Niemela. They've killed off the 5-on-3. Now 5-on-4 with Turberg leading the charge. Across the line he goes. He'll go after it himself. Try to pick it up, move it to Zach Solo. On the backhand, it took a left turn and then cleared out was Hervinen. And Trudeau got a piece of him off balance and sent him to the ice. And now here's Niemela dropping it back one more time. They play heavy, this hockey team. They've got folks that can play heavy. Quillen got the stick up. And yeah, he caught Harvey Pinard there. And now he is laboring, actually, to get back to the bench. Just caught him a little awkwardly. And he's going to sit down, but the Marlies will now find themselves on the other side of it as Laval gets a power play opportunity. Their first of the afternoon. Minute 37 left to go in the first period. This period has taken a long time because of the teddy bear toss, but Marlies got one on the power play. You can do it at the AHL.com. That's the best place to do it. All sorts of great information. Once you start digging around in there, you could be there for weeks, but you've only got 18 minutes. We'll see you in the second period.
Oh, et là, on va jouer au tic-tac-toe édition Rocket. Je suis accompagné de Xavier et Simon. Les gars, c'est super simple. C'est un tic-tac-toe, qui est un peu tweaké à la Rocket. Ce que ça veut dire, c'est qu'il y a des catégories du côté gauche du tableau et en haut du tableau. Et pour poser votre lettre au tableau, vous allez devoir me nommer un joueur qui correspond aux catégories. Ça a l'air compliqué de même, mais ça ne l'est pas. Et là, Xavier, tu vas avoir les X. Simon, tu vas avoir les O. On va commencer avec les X. Donc, Xavier, tu dois choisir une catégorie. Donc, par exemple, on va dire défenseur avec plus de 10 points cette saison. Si tu veux mettre ton X là, tu dois me nommer un joueur qui correspond à cette catégorie-là. Je te laisse choisir. Vas-y.
Plus de 10 joueurs cette saison, défenseur. Logan. Oh.
Excuse-moi, je m'excuse. Donc, tu as dit la catégorie plus de 10 points cette saison et défenseur.
Logan Mailloux.
On dit Logan Mailloux, donc en haut à gauche pour plus de 10 points cette saison et défenseur. Est-ce que c'est bon? Est-ce que notre X est à poser? Oui. Et là, c'est à ton tour, mon cher Simon. Où veux-tu poser ton O?
C'est un défenseur?
C'est ton choix. Alors, si par exemple, tu veux aller le porter là, en bas à droite complètement, tu dois nommer un joueur qui a été membre de l'édition de l'année passée et de cette année, ainsi qu'un joueur européen, par exemple. Ou sinon, tu peux aller un petit peu plus haut avec un joueur québécois.
Joshua Roy.
Alors, on dit Joshua Roy, donc dans la ligne des Québécois et membre de l'édition 23-24 et 24-25. Est-ce que c'est bon? Ça me semble être bon, si je ne me trompe pas. Oui, exactement. Parfait. Alors là, de ton côté, avec les X, Xavier, qu'est-ce qu'on fait?
Plus de 10 points cette saison, Québécois, Joshua Roy.
On dit plus de 10 points cette saison et Québécois, Joshua Roy. Est-ce que c'est une bonne réponse? Et là, évidemment, tu dois comprendre qu'on doit aller porter le haut dans la ligne des Européens et qu'il y a plus de 10 points cette saison.
Européen. Attends, là.
On réfléchit, c'est correct. Pense-y bien, là. Mais il y a quelques joueurs qui sortent du lot quand même. Celui qui a marqué le premier but aujourd'hui, c'est un indice facile quand même.
Engstrom.
On dit Adam Engstrom, est-ce que c'est bon? Oh, on s'est trompé de colonne ici. Est-ce que c'est bon dans les plus de 10 points? Et européen, effectivement, Adam Engstrom, tu as été bloqué. Où est-ce qu'on s'en va maintenant?
Je vais aller dans le centre avec Québécois et plus de 10 matchs avec le Rocket cette saison. Encore Joshua Roy.
On dit Joshua Roy au centre avec plus de 10 matchs avec le Rocket cette saison et un joueur québécois. C'est effectivement bon, mais là, on laisse la porte ouverte du côté des hauts, là. En haut à droite, il y a quelque chose de possible, mon cher, là. Tu pourrais peut-être compléter ta ligne par la suite.
Logan Mailloux.
Alors, on dit membre de l'édition 23-24 et 24-25, un défenseur, Logan Mailloux. Oh que oui! Oh, et là, tu as le coin le plus difficile, selon moi. Européen, membre de l'édition 23-24, 24-25, en bas à droite, tu dois mettre un X. Qui nommes-tu?
Colin. Je vais aller avec Engstrom encore.
On dit Adam Engstrom. Est-ce que c'est une bonne réponse? Est-ce qu'il a joué l'année passée avec le Rocket? Malheureusement, tu as la chance de compléter ta ligne, mon cher Simon. Un joueur de l'édition 23-24, 24-25 européen.
Lindstrom.
On dit Gustav Lindstrom. Est-ce que c'est une bonne réponse? Oh que oui! Simon, félicitations, mon ami. Tu as remporté le jeu du Tic-Tac-Toe édition Rocket. Tu te mérites une merveilleuse casquette autographiée par un joueur du Rocket. Merci, les gars, d'avoir joué. Félicitations. Attends. Je voulais te serrer la main. Ouais, oublie-moi pas. Et j'ai même une rondelle pour toi. Merci d'avoir participé. Ben oui, prix de consolation. Je suis un bon gars. Merci d'avoir joué, les amis. C'était le Tic-Tac-Toe édition Rocket. À tout à l'heure.
Et soir de match, le Rocket fait équipe avec RDS. Notre formule gagnante commence par le 5 à 7 qui discute des sujets chauds de l'équipe. Nos experts poursuivent avec une analyse de jeu complète et durant la partie, on prend le pouls du vestiaire. En fin de soirée à l'antichambre, nos professionnels passent en revue les faits saillants du match. Le meilleur du Rocket seulement à RDS.
Donc ici, on est dans la période sombre d'Emilio.
Je me sens pas bien.
Oui, ça peut faire ça. Oui, ça, c'est sa période lumineuse.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
Emilio est passé de l'Internet par câble à belle Internet pure fibre.
J'aime ça, moi.
Oui, les gens connectent beaucoup mieux avec celle-ci.
Ben oui.
C'est un chef-d'œuvre.
Quand la pression monte, que le vent tourne, qu'on perd le momentum, c'est là qu'on se rappelle que prendre un temps d'arrêt, ça peut faire toute la différence. Prendre une pause, ça fait partie du jeu. Mise au jeu.
Participez à l'aventure Disney sur glace lorsque vos amis de Disney préférés visiteront votre ville. Poursuivez des rêves audacieux et trouvez du courage en chemin. Partagez l'amour, chantez et découvrez des souvenirs magiques à chaque instant. Disney sur glace présente un monde magique. À la Place Belle, du 9 au 12 janvier. De superbes places sont disponibles. Pour plus de détails, visitez evenco.ca dès aujourd'hui.
Good evening and welcome to FloHockey.
Is it on goal?
Are you kidding me?
Another magical moment! Oh, what a beauty! What a goal! From there, and on back to back! Oh my goodness! What a save!
You can't make it up.
J'adore conduire le Nissan Ariya 100% électrique sur les routes du Québec. Avec sa traction intégrale évoluée et son autonomie impressionnante, il vous mènera au bout de vos aventures.
Obtenez jusqu'à 17 000 $ en incitatif Toto si admissible à la location du Ariya Evolve Plus e-Force.
Voyez les futures vedettes de la NBA en action à la Place Belle. Les Nets de Long Island, le club de la NBA G-League affilié aux Nets de Brooklyn, disputeront 6 matchs à la Place Belle en 2025 et porteront le nom de les Nets pour l'occasion. Ne manquez pas votre chance de voir la prochaine génération de vedettes de la NBA à Laval. Les billets sont en vente à partir de seulement 25 $. Visitez netsmontréal.com pour plus de détails.
Chers partisans, nous vous demandons de bien vouloir respecter les règles suivantes pour que tous puissent pleinement apprécier le match. Fans, please respect the following rules so we can all enjoy the game. La rondelle peut quitter la surface de jeu à tout moment. Demeurez vigilants. Pucks can leave the playing surface at any time. Stay alert. Nous vous demandons de ne pas changer de siège même si certains semblent inoccupés. Veuillez demeurer au siège indiqué sur votre billet. We ask you not to change seats or move to an open seat. Please remain at the seat indicated on your ticket. Nous vous demandons d'utiliser un langage respectueux en tout temps envers le personnel et les autres partisans. We ask that you please use respectful language when speaking with other fans and Place Belle staff. Si vous avez besoin d'aide, contactez un membre du service à la clientèle. If you need any help, please contact any of our client service staff. Enjoy the game. Bon match!
of you, I feel shot right through with a ball of blue. It's no problem of mine, but it's a problem I find. Living a life that I can't leave behind. There's no sense in telling me the wisdom of a fool won't set you free. But that's the way that it goes, and it's
coming to get it and pushing the limits. You better pray we ain't come to play. Went on a mission, you tunnel your vision. Now I can't hear what a hater say. Didn't believe they didn't need. Now they can see what time it is. Infinity, now you can see. High in the hills where I'm trying to live. Tell me how long this lasted. Never mind, we ain't waiting away. Chasing great, can't be jogging in place. If it ain't helping, it's taking away. You ain't helping, you just in the way. Limitless range, we take it to space. Chasing a dream, you can't relate. Time's ticking, I cannot be late. Started up, we finished. Never running out of energy. Keep it going till we finish. Keep it going till we finish. Keep it going, I am limitless. Limitless. Started up, we finished. Limitless. Never running out of energy. Limitless. Keep it going till we finish. Keep it going till we finish. Keep it going, I am limitless. Limitless. Started up, we finished. Limitless. Never running out of energy. Limitless. Keep it going till we finish. Keep it going till we finish. Keep it going, I am limitless.
Retour, welcome back, your Rocket!
Well, the second period about to begin here in Laval, tied up at 1 apiece. Boy, you go back and you take a look at Alex Steeves. All the way back to his first point, Josh Hosang. He assisted on a Josh Hosang goal against Kevin Mandalisi, and then he scored against Mandalisi. In his second game, he scored 2 goals, and that was a good night for him. Included the game winner. And boy, I'll tell you, so many different people have been involved, but nobody more involved than Logan Shaw. I always talk about Shaw and Abrazizi, but Shaw is assisted on 8 of the goals that Alex Steeves has scored, and he has given back to Logan Shaw 9. So, he's assisted on his 9 times. So, how about that? Well, Matt Murray has left the game and will not return here for the Marlies, as Dennis Hildeby has stepped in. I'll try to get a little bit more information on what happened there, but Dennis Hildeby has put up some good numbers this season as well, as far as the Marlies are concerned, and the whole group of them actually are first in goals against as a group in the American Hockey League. And Hildeby's got a 2.34 goals against and a .910 save percentage. It's 2-1-2 on the season. Oh. Back goes here as grabbed up back the other way. It is Dauphin over the far side. That one out of the corner. Back it comes to the blue line, and it finds its way to Shaw. Out front, little backhand, and that gets it back to some 5-on-5 action here, 35 seconds in, as Quillen gets it off the wall and Steeves takes it down the ice. And he just sent it back the other way, but I think this is going to come back on the icing call. I'll have to get to a break. I'll have to see what happened here. But nonetheless, over this season, there has just been a feeling, as far as the Marlies are concerned, that it almost does not matter who is in goal. They give them a chance to win every single night. .919 save percentage as a group, and .210 goals against. So not bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's onto the level of excellent. Davidson, Miller cut off the route there, and the thought process that maybe that was a safe choice. Lindstrom out front. It comes to Hildeby, and then he had to tap it away into the corner. Looked like he wanted to reel it in, but then it got away from him. Shaw challenges. Right now, the Laval Rocket doing a pretty good job here in the first minute and a bit to control the pace of play. They got that opportunity on the power play, and then they just continue to own the zone here. Down below the goal line. Pulling it out from behind the goal, sending it back up high. Lindstrom out front, tipped, and into the corner it rolls. Back up to the point. Lindstrom looks in, sends it right into the shin pads of Alex Steeves, who gets it out across the line, and they tried to make as if that did not happen, but they did not accomplish. So, offside the call, and that allows the Marlies to get a bit of a breather and some fresh legs out there to see if they can turn the tide just a little bit. Alex Steeves, most points, 21 against Laval. Some big success he has had in this building. Kokkonen as Turberg is looking for the handle on it, gets it now and then carries it across the line. He's got Barbolini behind him. He turns into the corner and then fires it out on the centering attempt, but Barbolini got just a little bit behind him. He struggles to get to this puck now. Now Perret gets it out. There's the shot, and may have hit something, but either way it went off into the corner. Far side, Benning comes to that one. He's held off of it, and this one is knocked away and back out into center where Mikko Kokkonen comes back to it. Barbolini convinces it to get down into the corner as Turberg gets after it there. Trying to pick it up and center it back out. It finds its way to Matteo Petronero. Across the blue line and down deep it comes from Topi Niemela as Turberg comes back to it as well. This one is going the length of the ice, but under the steam of the Marlies. No icing on the play, and Niemela comes back with it. Sharp pass up to Hervinen, who just tips it in. Mayu from behind his own goal. Trying to give it back. Quillen steals it away, and now from behind the goal tries to manufacture something as it works its way into the corner. Comes back up along the near side, and then deep into the corner again. Mayu gives it back again the other way. Simoneau. They kept it in the zone a little bit, but didn't have fresh control of it necessarily. As it comes back up, Mayu just kicks it down the boards. We'll poke along, and Simoneau looking for some options here against Matteo Petronero. He gets it loose, steps away, and then sends it back up to the blue line. That toss down into the mix does not get very far. It finds its way to Petronero, and he moves it quickly up the left side to Mastro Simone. Slides through Niemela. He backs up with it, and it skitters over to Petronero, and now Niemela quickly finding Quillen. Everybody trying to find, both sides really trying to find the connection points early in this second period. Crisp movement of the puck. Villeneuve didn't realize that that one was going to stay where it was as Hildeby came out to play it. Waugh gets it loose, and Shaw picks it up in the corner. Sharp pass, but he could not connect to Mastro Simone up through the middle. He comes over to the bench, and the Marlies the full first line on the ice with 4.5 minutes off the clock here in the second period. Through the middle. As would have been offside if they touched it. They back off and get out of the zone, and now Mermis carries it across the line. Dakota Mermis down low behind the goal. Sends it back up for Steeves. Big turn from Villeneuve. Pounds off the end of the boards, and out of the corner, Abrazizi dishes it off from the bench. Benning. Shaw picks it up, throws it out front, and tries to jam it ahead to Abrazizi. Comes back one way or the other, and now Beck down the right wing. Wanted to fire it in at something and anything, but it never got through, and now Kokkonen tosses it along to Steeves, who just gets it down deep. Shaw protecting along the boards, but that crew comes off. Marlies make changes. A lot of back and forth here, but not a lot of options being thrown at the goal necessarily. Here's a chance. Doesn't get through back to Davidson. He gets it now, centers it, and back missed the opportunity. Racing back the other way, Torberg looking for it. It comes back up and out of the zone, and Hildeby. This one will be picked up on the icing call. 14:09 left to go. Brings the puck all the way back, and Stevens comes out to take the face-off. Hervinen to his left in the mix. They're able to get it back up to Petronero off the half boards. Mastro Simone got caught up on it and reaches back, taps it to the wall. Hervinen hustles to get there. Around behind the goal it comes. Jacobs moves it on his backhand. It drops in front of Hervinen, but then it wanders away from him, and Harvey Pinard centering it, tipped in on Hildeby, and the stop, and then turning around and taking a shot at Hervinen, who comes back to his feet. But Niemela had tied up Kandata as they get this one separated out and figured out. We'll take a break and come straight back here at Place Belle in Laval, Quebec.
Le Rocket souhaite la bienvenue au groupe présent cet après-midi. Merci à tous d'être là et bon match! Oh, et là, on a besoin de vous, la Place Belle, parce que c'est l'heure de la Simba Cam. Alors, si vous avez un enfant avec vous, on vous invite à le prendre dans vos bras. Ça, c'est mon enfant. Et on le lève dans les airs. Oui! On veut vous voir lever, les petits, les petites, tout le monde. Oui! Wow! Oh, dans les loges, oui! Oh, qui va le plus haut? Ah, avec un beau sourire, c'est bon ça! Wow! Un trio! Ah, Kevin! Lève-toi dans les airs, Kevin! Salut! Oh, yes! Oui, on aime ça que tout le monde participe.
Jacob Quillen in with Villeneuve. As it's tipped back out, trying to find Quillen was Barbolini. Back in it goes. We'll push up along the boards as Quillen down into the corner. Solo comes back to it. Up high it comes. Villeneuve to the goal. Well, that one had some eyes to it, but it was just slightly wide. Barbolini trying to find a Quillen. Little tap back. As Solo picks it up. Moves it back along for Miller. Off the boards. Villeneuve just got away from him there. Solo gathers it up again and then ran into some trouble with being outmanned and then just decided to pitch it in. Here's Mayu from behind his own goal. Sends it up the left side. Lifted into the Toronto zone. 7:15 gone. sent ahead. A shot there on Steves, knocked him flying. Back up the right side they come, 3 wide, but a lot of Marlies there, and a shot from Harvey Pinard. It goes off a stick, stays inside. Lidstrom gets to it, sliding into the corner, Benning. They keep that one on the right side of the law, and Steves was looking to have that one over the shoulder and race away with it, but it wouldn't cooperate. Benning will pick it up again. Up ahead, finding Hervinen, cross ice. Here's Steves across the line, hangs on, drops it back. Hervinen to the goal. That one didn't get through out front. Mikko Kokkonen was there, but it caught him pretty full. And now the body's getting a little bit more intense here as Mermis carries it across the line. He nearly got caught up in Condata. Up high to the line it comes again. Back over for Mermis, looks to the goal. Didn't get through the feet as it is sent down the right side. Reverse back as Mermis plays it ahead, finding Hervinen, and across the line they come. Leading it ahead for Mastro Simone. Got the tip, but it went high. Back through the middle. Miller right back to it. Gets by everybody and back up the left side. They'll pry it off the wall and send it right back in as Tommy Miller grabs it up one more time. Mermis ahead, finding Barbolini. That one wobbles its way all the way in for Jacobs. He's going to wait this one out, and the Marlies are going to be able to get in a change here. A little over 9 minutes gone here in the second period. Hildeby comes out to play it. Matt Murray got in 15 minutes and 28 seconds worth of work and will not return tonight in case you're late coming back from the second period. Nice little move that got the crowd interested from Dauphin, but it did not quite work out. Mailloux took a long flyer there that didn't really end up on target. He'll try another one. Waits on it, shoots, cleared away over to the far boards. We're halfway into this hockey game in about 3 seconds. Back out of the corner, Baraboulet backs up, doing a pretty good job. They were doing a pretty good job of holding the zone until they cleared it themselves. Long one into the corner. Villeneuve plays it back up the wall. They get it back outside the line, but are unable to do anything with it beyond that. And here they come again. Mermis finds it along the near side. It took a funny hop there as Quillen was trying to get a hold of it, and allows Beck to get it, hang on, and now works down the boards. I think they really like his skating ability, that's for sure. Comes off the wall, and Hervinen backs up and sends it ahead to Solo. He looks cross ice and decides to come down into the corner for Quillen. I think they're going to try and get in a change here as that crew's been out a while defending. As it pops out front, couldn't get there quick enough. Abrazizi is just a little bit distance away. Villeneuve, as he tries to keep this one to the outside, and he's successful with that. He comes back up and out. Quillen will retrieve it. He's in center as he hands it over to Abrazizi. Solo right behind him. I think those guys are being asked to get to the bench with a little bit more speed as Quillen is now caught down deep. And lifted out into center. Batted down by Kokkonen. Placed back in by the Rocket as Matt Benning picks it up. He finds Kokkonen again and eases it along to Logan Shaw, trying to sweep that one through the middle. This finds its way to Abrazizi. Works his way back in as he sends the puck into the corner. He'll go off. Mastro Simone gives it back to the point and right back down the wall. Finding Steves up high. Sends it to the goal. He caught a shin pad out front. As it comes back to Kokkonen. And Mailloux right back below his goal line again. Gonna wait this one out. He's got a whole host of new Rockets coming out from the bench area. They swing by, and now they emerge from their own zone. All the way back in. Hildeby well out to play it. Off into the corner as he steps back into his own goal, and now Mastro Simone and Stevens coming back across the line with Barbolini, and got caught up in the snow that has developed here with the next shovel coming up in the next break. Down in the corner. What did they do before the shovel? They just lived in like an inch of snow all the time. Here's Mastro Simone, 2-on-1 with Stevens. Mastro Simone takes the shot, he scores! Mastro Simone, seismic shot as he puts the Marlies ahead 2-1 at the 13:07 mark. 13:07 mark. Great move as he comes to the net, and I got to tell you, he was just in a little deep. The goaltender plays him well, but he just kept Stevens as an option long enough there. And Stevens presented, and I got to tell you, from up here, it looked like he was going to pass that. Instead, takes the shot, scores the goal, and puts Toronto up 2-1. 6:47 left to go. Here's our break. We'll use it. They'll shovel the ice, and we'll be back.
Et le Rocket souhaite la bienvenue aux membres du match, Charles de Bascourt. Charles, bienvenue et surtout, bon match! Et vous voulez gagner un T-shirt, c'est l'heure de l'escouade. On se lève debout et on fait un maximum de bruit pour l'escouade Rocket!
Mastro Simone's goal, 13:08 from Matthew Barbolini. That's his first point this year. Topi Niemela had the assist as well. And the Marlies up 2-1. Faceoff comes to center ice as they move it back down into the Marlies zone. High off the windows from Hildeby. Down toward the goal. He's in front of it, and he hangs on to it. I'd be remiss in not bringing up Will Burns, the head equipment manager for the Toronto Marlies. 1,000 games he has worked. That is one heck of an accomplishment in any league. It is very tough in the American Hockey League. And long gone are the days of driving a cube van across Texas and Oklahoma. They don't do that much anymore, but it is not an easy job to get a hockey team ready to where it's going, to how it's going, to everything that needs to be done to make sure it functions from, well, literally everything that happens. And Will Burns has done a terrific job of that. 1,000 games. It's a big accomplishment. Out front it comes. Hildeby directs it aside. Dauphin was hoping to just have it bump off of him, and now back up front it comes! There's another chance from Baraboulet, but it's turned away. Heavy pressure now from the Rocket, down 2-1 with less than 6 minutes to go. It rolls at the side of the goal. There's a shot that goes up and into the glass. Dauphin, round behind. Matt Benning got a hold of it, lifted it up, and it dropped back into the corner, and Quillen is there to pick it up. He needs to get it out of the zone. They recognize that. Mastro Simone sends it down into the corner. Will be picked up on the icing call. That's Niemela's 9th assist of the year. We'll continue to have some disagreements here as Davidson has got a lot of talking to go. And 1,000 games. One of the things I recognize today for Will is that I have worked more games with Will Burns than without him over my career. That started back in 1998 in the American Hockey League. Mailloux toward the goal. Boy, that one had some intent attached to it, but it did not connect. Mastro Simone picks it up, solo, moves it along. He is put to the ice. Back up the left side and across the line. It does get across the line evenly. Beck knocked down, and right to it comes Logan Shaw, digging for it. Pops loose. Miller comes back after it. And now Mastro Simone, it sends it down the ice. Shaw ahead of it, gets to it, and then is knocked down at the end boards. The crowd likes that kind of thing here, and as most of us do in the world of hockey. Mermis, cross ice. Steves picks it up. He recognizes everybody's got it clear here as Mermis comes back down the wall. It is Steves who picks it up, takes the shot, and he puts it off the blocker of Hughes. Miller all the way back. It's 2 days in a row. Bo Halkitis and Coltrane Wilson have heard that. Long shot, bobbled, but held on. And now Abrazizi in the midst. You don't often see that necessarily. He's a pretty intense player, but usually doesn't direct that at the opposition. Alex Steves back and forth here as he's trying to convince, I think, the official that things had gotten a little further out of hand than he wanted to. One thing I will say about hitting 1,000 games for anybody in this game, and Alex Steves still having a conversation here, is that there are lots of people that work with you that are proud of you, but there are a lot of people that support you, and I think of Will's fiancée, Natasha, who has been there for a lot of those games. That's a lot of nights when people are working till 5, 6 in the morning. They're out the door the next day at 10. I'll tell you, it's not easy being involved in hockey and having a family member involved in hockey. It is a lot of uneven schedules and a lot of different things. And I got to tell you, a big shout out to her for all that she does to make sure that you get to work and you do the work that you can do, and you don't have to deal with a lot of drama. It's not easy. It's not easy, this life. But when somebody's doing something that they love, you got to support them. So big congrats to the both of them, actually, for getting to this point. We'll be back in a second. still involved with the Marlies, and Will's sister Nicole used to produce Marlies hockey for Leafs TV. Did a fantastic job of it. And Will's dad, Tom, helps out in the equipment room. So, you know, the Burns family has been a big part of the Marlies for a long period of time. And across the line, they don't like how that got in there, and so they blow the whistle. 4:03. So congrats to the entire Burns family on this accomplishment. 1,000 games. Wow. Puck back out across the blue line. Hard back in, clattering off the boards. Picked up by Petronero. And Pare just trying to get that back out, down towards Hildeby. A long shot. Glances off the pads, but sometimes those find a way too. Pokes loose and then rides an edge and back down the ice. Barbolini goes chasing after it. Lindstrom, and no icing on the play, as it wasn't directly shot down the ice. And Barbolini tried to make sure he didn't touch that puck. Hard back inside of the goal. Hildeby just hands it over. Up ice, Villeneuve. In behind, Hughes plays it along. He's getting a real honest chance here, Connor Hughes. He's putting up some decent numbers. As the Rocket exit the zone, 3 minutes left to go. That one will come back. A little connection point. It's getting a little rough out there and a little bit of intensity of emotion. And Connor Hughes, 2.17 goals against and a .921 save percentage. 6-3-1 on the season. He's got himself a shutout. Coming out of the Swiss League. Sometimes guys get over there and you start thinking, oh, that's the end of things. That's where you can have a great career over there. Shaw sends it back up high, Villeneuve, and that shot clatters off the boards. Steves goes fishing. Shaw comes away with the puck. Looks out front, tried to feed it through, but a little too mixy for that. And Abrazizi couldn't get it back through that either. And now up ice, here's Steves all alone on the breakaway, takes the shot and just up high a little too much, and then nobody could seem to find out where the puck went afterward. Well, tip back and a long one into the glove of Hildeby. Puts it flat on the ground and Benning comes along to collect it. Moving it up ice. Here's Abrazizi and over the line. Quillen centering it out and looking for Zach Solo on the other side of it. Solo, little stumble there as Kokkonen comes in to try and pick it up. Pops over the line one way, the other way, and now Kokkonen's way as it's back down for Solo. He tried to lean in and get that one out front to Quillen. Now he moves it into the corner. It shakes loose, and Kokkonen puts it around behind as Quillen searches for it. Trying to get a stick on it, and Solo as well as he pulls it out of the pile and sends it back up to Kokkonen. Holding on Quillen. He kicks it along to his backhand, and it does not get by Kokkonen. He gives a bit of a shot there to his man, Baraboulet. Long pass, knocked down off the skate there of Luke Tuck. And now Quillen wanted to send it back in, but he also recognized he had to get off with a little over a minute to play here in the second period. Turberg has it slide under his skate, and across the line they come uneven. And the whistle goes, and that's one of those moments on a misplay that you fear is going to end up in the back of your net, but not the case. Cedric Paré had to take the face off. Some folks heading out to get hot dogs here early with a little over a minute to go. Building full again today. It's the best building in the league, really, or at least in the cities we go to. I can't speak to Coachella Valley. They've got a brand new building. It's quite good, I guess, but this one is terrific. It's full for all the Toronto games, can tell you that. As it is played back for Niemela. Up the boards, Perret, as Turberg made some contact there and his stick out of his hand. Looking to get a handle on that one. In tight on goal, and Hildeby able to turn it aside. Perret. Oh, Beck wanted to line him up, and Arsenault as well as they play it back in. Barbolini comes after it, but it is gathered up, moved up the boards. Stepping away, back through the middle. Kidney couldn't do much with it, and now Hildeby gives it over to Dakota Murmas. Up ice, Barbolini as he sends it along. The crowd's liking the tone of the game, and now it's center ice. It is Murmas and Florian Jakai, who now will fight anyone, as it turns out. What was that? Murmas has got a bubble on. Is he trying to get involved here? Murmas comes down the tunnel, and so does Arsenault, rather. As they go down the tunnel. And they just had the visor on today. He had the bubble on yesterday, but regardless, if that was your choice, that is a fascinating choice. Are they going to send them both out here and play 4-on-4, or are they going to carry on here? Both referees involved in discussions with Wotherspoon and Shaw. They get that sorted out. I don't know if there's an extra penalty being handed out here. There isn't. So Arsenault is Arsenault is going to go, and Dakota Murmas. Either way, they get that sorted out. There's 7.5 seconds left here, so they just have left, and now we're going to play 4-on-4 for 7.5 seconds. The intensity of these games is always fascinating, and Kokkonen now gets a little bit of a shot there from Arvi Pinard, and the two of them are continuing to have a conversation, and it breaks apart nicely as Steves picks it up, gives it back. Kokkonen leans back on one. Boy, that little rebound looked like it was going to be more trouble than you might have thought at the end of a period. Well, they separate this thing out, but Arsenault, who I just had a little misidentified there, ends up getting into something with Murmas. We're going to play 4-on-4 for another minute 53 when we come back in the third period. But the Marlies with a 1-goal lead here in Laval. Mastrosimone is second of the season from Barbolini and Niemela at 13:08. That was the time of the goal, a 2-on-1. Mastrosimone took the shot and put the Marlies on top. Now, shots on goal favoring nobody. It's 15 apiece. 6-6 in the second period, 9-9 in the first, and 15 apiece currently. You were able to do the math. Toronto 1 for 3 on the power play. Laval 0 for 1. That power play did carry over from the first period into the second, but there were no penalties called in the second period, despite things seeming slightly wobbly. They get it all sorted out, and after 40 minutes of play, that is where we stand. You now have 18 minutes under yourself. Enjoy it. We'll be back with the third period. I'm Todd Crocker. This is Toronto Marlies Hockey.
On commence avec les Blancs. Voilà. Alors, c'est parti. 3, 2, 1. On pousse. Oui, on vise Olivier. On vise Oli Duclos. Et là, on a jusqu'au compte pour pousser. OK, je comprends. On reste là. Allez-y. C'est parti, c'est parti. Et là, voyons voir. Oh. Je comprends. La première poussée, c'est un ajustement. On y va, les Blancs. C'est parti. On donne une bonne poussée. On vise Oli Duclos au centre de la patinoire. Oh, et là, voyons voir. OK. On est parti, les Rouges. Et là, on tente d'aller pousser son collègue. Oh, on n'a pas triché, pas de tricherie. Voilà, les Blancs. Dernière chance. Oli, tu vas devoir me donner le résultat officiel. Et là, voyons voir du côté des Blancs. OK. Et là, les Bleus, c'est votre dernière chance. Voyons voir. La place belle, est-ce que c'est les Rouges ou les Blancs qui gagnent? C'est là que ça se décide. Collision. Oli Duclos. C'est les Blancs. Et oui, c'est l'équipe des Blancs qui l'emporte. Oli Duclos est l'arbitre officiel. C'est les Blancs qui l'emportent. Ils méritent 4 billets pour le match du 11 décembre prochain. C'était le curling. Merci d'avoir joué. Félicitations.
Les soirs de match, le Rocket fait équipe avec RDS. Notre formule gagnante commence par le 5 à 7 qui discute des sujets chauds de l'équipe. Nos experts poursuivent avec une analyse de jeu complète et durant la partie, on prend le pouls du vestiaire. En fin de soirée à l'antichambre, nos professionnels passent en revue les faits saillants du match. Le meilleur du Rocket seulement à RDS.
Donc ici, on est dans la période sombre d'Emilio.
Je me sens pas bien.
Oui, ça peut faire ça. Ah! Oui, ça, c'est sa période lumineuse.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
Emilio est passé de l'Internet par câble à belle Internet pure fibre.
J'aime ça, moi.
Oui, les gens connectent beaucoup mieux avec celle-ci.
Ben oui.
C'est un chef-d'œuvre.
Quand la pression monte, que le vent tourne, qu'on perd le momentum, c'est là qu'on se rappelle que prendre un temps d'arrêt, ça peut faire toute la différence. Prendre une pause, ça fait partie du jeu. Mise au jeu.
Participez à l'aventure Disney sur glace lorsque vos amis de Disney préférés visiteront votre ville. Poursuivez des rêves audacieux et trouvez du courage en chemin. Partagez l'amour, chantez et découvrez des souvenirs magiques à chaque instant. Disney sur glace présente un monde magique. À la Place Belle, du 9 au 12 janvier, de superbes places sont disponibles. Pour plus de détails, visitez evenco.ca dès aujourd'hui.
Good evening and welcome to FloHockey.
Is it on goal?
Score! Are you kidding me?
Another magical moment! Oh, what a beauty! What a goal! The Bears have gone back-to-back! Oh, my goodness! What a save!
You can't make it up.
Voyez les futures vedettes de la NBA en action à la Place Belle. Les Nets de Long Island, le club de la NBA G-League affilié aux Nets de Brooklyn, disputeront 6 matchs à la Place Belle en 2025 et porteront le nom de les Nets pour l'occasion. Ne manquez pas votre chance de voir la prochaine génération de vedettes de la NBA à Laval. Les billets sont en vente à partir de seulement 25 $. Visitez netsmontréal.com pour plus de détails.
Chers partisans, nous vous demandons de bien vouloir respecter les règles suivantes pour que tous puissent pleinement apprécier le match. Fans, please respect the following rules so we can all enjoy the game. La rondelle peut quitter la surface de jeu à tout moment. Demeurez vigilants. Pucks can leave the playing surface at any time. Stay alert. Nous vous demandons de ne pas changer de siège même si certains semblent inoccupés. Veuillez demeurer au siège indiqué sur votre billet. We ask you not to change seats or move to an open seat. Please remain at the seat indicated on your ticket. Nous vous demandons d'utiliser un langage respectueux en tout temps envers le personnel et les autres partisans. We ask that you please use respectful language when speaking with other fans and Place Belle staff. Si vous avez besoin d'aide, contactez un membre du service à la clientèle. If you need any help, please contact any of our client service staff. Enjoy the game. Bon match!
enemy want me to fall. I'm done with the talking, I'm finna silence them all. I'm destined for greatness, so this is fate, it's not luck. Yeah, you feeling my energy, they know I'm charged up. Charged up, I'm feeling charged up. Charged up, I'm feeling charged up. Yeah, I'm rose to the top, the enemy want me to fall. I'm at 100%, I'm finna silence them all. Charged up, charged up, yeah. You feeling my energy? I'm feeling charged up. Charged up. I'm at 100%. I'm feeling charged up. Charged up. Charged up. Charged up. I'm feeling charged up.
Marlies back on the ice with Dennis Hildeby as he took over in the first period from Matt Murray, who got 15:28 of time on the ice, and then Hildeby took over from there. And now he has made 6 saves. He didn't have to face a shot. I gotta say, I didn't really recognize that they had made a goaltending change right off the hop. But Hildeby didn't have to make a stop the whole rest of the way into that period. So the Marlies did not give up a shot really in the last 6 minutes of that period. There's something to be said about that as well. Hildeby stepped in, and he's now accomplished 24 minutes and 32 seconds of work as we get set for the third period here. A little discussion. We got held up at the airport the other day, Thursday, and had a little discussion on, you get caught up when you got a group of people, you just start rolling into conversations, and the conversation we start rolling in that day was what your favorite cake was. But lots of people, lots of answers. Logan Shaw was pretty sure everyone was going to say ice cream cake. He was pretty accurate, but it wasn't everybody. Kelly Armstrong, who's with us on the coaching and management mentoring program, brought up that she likes cake with like warm cake and then milk in a bowl. And I'd never heard of that. And I've been thinking about it for 2 days now. Cake with milk poured over it in a bowl. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm ready to go that far, but that's her favorite. We're ready to go here. It's a minute 53 of 4-on-4. Marlies and Rocket. Picked out of there by Alex Steeves, and he retreats back, sending it back into his own zone. Steeves looks ahead, decides to come all the way back as Benning looks cross ice. That pass just a hair beyond Kokkonen. Comes off a skate. Kokkonen tried to steal it back, and the Rocket are able to get to it. Now move it back for Mayoute. Trudeau tapped at by Shaw. So they set up and try to break across the line. Here's Dauphin. Lets one fly. It's well wide and works its way back up to the blue line. Nice little move there, but it's picked up, and now a chance here for Abrazizi working back with Turberg. He got caught up a little bit and moves it off to Turberg. High to the line to Miller. Quick over to Villeneuve. Working it off the boards, Abrazizi. 3 of them out there on a bit of a spin. That rip got caught up in some shin pads, and now Miller on his backhand will send it up high to Abrazizi. Doesn't mind a shot and takes it there, but it's stopped by Hughes. 40 seconds left to go in the 4-on-4. I haven't had to really deal with many penalties in this game as I said a little bit yesterday, there were points in the game where it was a downhill go-kart with wobbly wheels, and it just it evened itself out. And this one too, we'll see what happens here in the third period. It looked a little bit like it was heading downhill in a wagon, but here's Petronero, shot low. Hughes stops that one. Comes back out, Wotherspoon plays it back out into center. Baraboulet had a little step there as he plays it in close. Hildeby the stop, centered back out front, but nobody home. And Lindstrom thought for sure. Now the giveaway scores. Beck, who had a goal yesterday, as he stole it away in close, gets an absolute mouse on the doorstep there. Just a gift as he got it on the backhand, converted it back, and makes no mistake with it on the glove side as he ties the game up with 10 seconds left to go in the 4-on-4 and a minute 43 into the third period. That's Beck's 6th of the season. That shot low on the pads, comes back up, and Barbolini trying to chase it down here as he is upended. Benning hoping to keep it in. Quillen looked to get it out front. Harvey Pinard lifts it off the wall, and now Arsenault got into that tilt that made it a 4-on-4 situation with Dakota Mermis as Coconut tries to fight his way back through the middle. Barbolini didn't see that one coming, and at center ice, Tuck sends it right back in. Hildeby plays it hard back to Solo up at the blue line. In it comes. Broken stick out there, or a missing stick. It is broken. And now Simoneau drops this one back. Engstrom, cross ice. They send this one up through the middle. It's going to get by everybody and drop out front. And that whistle comes, bringing it all the way back. Beck's 6th goal of the year. Here it is. He's in the top 10 in rookie scoring in the American Hockey League. Having a pretty solid year so far. Logan Shaw comes in for the faceoff. Opposite. As I wait on that one, Miller. Boy, that one looked like it had some intent. Shaw comes after it, comes back to the line, uneven, but it comes back, and a long shot there from Abrazizi off the blocker of Hughes. Trying to track it down. Abrazizi, turn back, Simoneau along for Jacobs. Up out into center ice it comes, and Tuck does a pretty good job of kicking it along and giving Simoneau an opportunity as he just eases it down, and it gets into the glove of Hildeby, and they get the face-off in the Toronto zone. A little conversation there between Simoneau and Alex Steeves, who has been vociferous today. Has himself a goal, got himself the Marlies' all-time scoring title, and he's got lots of words out there. Not that he doesn't usually. He's chatty. All right back. Lindstrom looks cross ice. There's the shot. Stopped. And Hildeby didn't know if he quite got that one, but he sure did. That's a great chance and a good rip on goal, but Hildeby comes up with the puck. That's going to drop the face-off on the far side of the ice this time. Laval, that's a great opportunity. Absolute terrific opportunity. Hildeby comes up with the save in a good spot as he gets across as it comes back up a game. Wotherspoon, that turn from Baraboulet is just doesn't work out. Barbolini gets down into the corner, playing it along for Turberg. The two of them have a meeting down there and lots of attendees, and Out front it comes again. Torberg trying to get loose from Wotherspoon as it is sent back out into center ice. And Waugh gives it over to Baraboulet. Waugh comes back to it in the corner. Tries to whip it from an odd angle. And now bodies hit the ice as Perret sends it back out, and Torberg winds his way through the middle. Perret, well, they've just given up on booing him now. He's just another player. Torberg upended behind the play. As it comes back the other way, Trudeau sends it down deep. And now you get the feeling like things are going to go a little sideways, but it's tied up at 2 apiece. Neither one of these teams wants to give up a point or perish the thought too. Marlies are about to play Lehigh Valley, who I think is the only team that's had more overtime than the Marlies. Tommy Miller couldn't get that through. Back across the line, Davidson drops it back. Kidney doesn't get a real decent shot away, and now Zach Solo tried to toss it ahead for Quillen. Up through the middle and across the line they come one more time. Davidson stepped there, but Villeneuve is able to convince him to get rid of that puck. Comes back into the corner, a couple of more steps, and a shot to the goal. Out front it comes, and Solo's there to collect it. Works back across the line. He's going to have to get after it himself. Jacobs moves it back as the Marlies trying to make some changes on this play as well. Master Simone back out. He had the goal that put the Marlies ahead 2-1. Hildeby under a little bit of pressure, and Villeneuve moves it ahead, kept in at the blue line. Villeneuve gets it again, and he hands it over to Murmis. Boy, that one had a whole lot of energy attached to it in the nervous style. As Mastro Simone in the corner, working to it. Torberg digs in. Puck finally gets moved a few feet, and then back to the boards. Condata will send that one. Well, it stays inside. Everybody on the bench thought that one was coming a little bit closer than it did. Back at the blue line. Torberg trying to get a piece of that one as it comes loose. Simoneau steps to it. Benning takes him out of it. And Stevens moves it along. That stick's still out there. It has been for more than a few minutes now. I haven't seen a whistle to clear away the debris. Davidson up along the near side. Lindstrom at the blue line, gives it back. Dauphin. They try to get it back out. Don't. Benning picks it up from there, and it bounces out into center. Torberg moving it along. Mastro Simone hoping to feed it along to Sam Stevens. Couldn't quite get there for that one. And Mastro Simone moves it back. Stevens hit the ice and is trying to get back to the bench. All the way back into the Toronto zone. Niemela ahead. This one lifted past. Shaw, Abrazizi wanted to get on a run there. Steves across the line. Couldn't gather in the puck. Over 7 minutes gone now here in period number 3. All the way down the ice. They'll pick this one up on the free ride. And they almost needed a whistle here. I think everybody kind of needed a whistle, whether it was from the icing or whether it was legitimately something else. But the broken stick is finally retrieved and removed. Shaw this time faces Laurent Dauphin. Dauphin wins that clean back into the corner. Played up ice, but Villeneuve, the only one there to pick it up, and now Abrazizi brings it across the line. Steves was trying to get out of the zone before they could get that to happen. Is offside, which also brings a whistle and gives us a chance to step aside for a moment.
Hey, tout le monde, on va s'essayer ça, un petit Baby Shark Cam. Ça va être cool. Et là, je suis avec Maëva, puis on va vous montrer comment on fait ça. On veut savoir, combien il y avait de toutous? Est-ce qu'on a battu le nombre record de toutous? On l'a-tu vu à l'écran?
On a battu le record officiel.
On va le dire tantôt.
I'll tell you, if you are tuning in on the FloHockey Universe stream, first of all, thanks for tuning in. Second of all, if you are a Laval fan, I got to tell you, you got to follow Amy Johnson on Twitter, or I don't know if she's on Threads or where necessarily beyond that, but just exhaustive supply of information for your Laval Rocket needs. So if you're interested in making sure you're kind of plugged into this hockey team, that's a pretty good place to get your information. At Flyers Rule is I think the Twitter. There's the shot right on. Boy, a decent rip there from Abrazizi. And Hughes comes up with the save. That brings in the offensive zone face-off. Kandata, Logan Shaw. Some days the way face-offs happen. Here's Abrazizi down in the corner. Works over to Alex Steeves. That one straight through, a bit of a screamer through the crease, and Steeves comes back to it again. Wanted to send it back up high. He finds Abrazizi. He sends one. Out front it came, and Shaw tried to turn around and make something happen, but it would not fall. And now back to the boards it comes. Far side, Murmas. Sharp to Abrazizi, and now Villeneuve. Tied up at 2 apiece here with 8 minutes and change gone in period number 3. After it, Barbolini. Wotherspoon pushing that one ahead. Davidson through the middle. A little bit of speed generated here as Miller keeps it to the outside. A toss in on Hildeby, but he's in good spot to turn it away. That baby shark thing that he played, it's maddening. That'll be stuck in my head. Back off the boards, it comes into the corner. Niemela pops out loose in the slot, and they just cannot seem to get a shot away. Right down the right side. Barbolini looking at it, but will come to the bench as Kidney leads it back down into the Toronto zone. Zach Solo finds Quillen, comes back across the line, and Tuck sends it right back in. And you know there's a hit coming attached to that. Well, he did not. Didn't line it up where he needed to. Arsenault right back to it. Hervinen got a touch, and now Benning comes all the way back below the goal line. On his backhand, Turberg tips it off, and now Hervinen comes back over the line, drops it back nicely. Quillen works to the outside on the glove side, hope to get it back out front. Hervinen on the backhand, sent it off the post. Quillen wanted to sweep it down toward the goal, but it wouldn't cooperate. Now Miller trying to fight through it. There's Jakai, and Hildeby got a push off the post, and it dislodged the net, and it brought the whistle along with it. Some places have just a little bit more of this trouble than others. And strangely, Belleville has this same problem at the same end of the ice. You know, a chronic problem or something with the net, or just somebody. Strangely, the Coliseum at the same end has more trouble at the window end, the Gardner end, than it does at the other end. It's all the same end. This one straight off Hildeby. Miller trying to force it back out of the corner. This one picked up and it wanders a little bit, but controlled and now in tight. Wide of the mark. Quick to it. Hervinen as he moves it along for Quillen. He's got to step to it quickly, and Turberg sweeps it down into the zone. He is tied up there, and a little bit of back and forth with Jacobs. Cut off by Stevens. He gives this one over to Petronero, and now Niemela, long pass ahead. That'll get by everybody. And back down the ice it'll come with 9:30 remaining on the free ride back into the Toronto zone. Marlies on Tuesday will play Lehigh Valley. As I said, the Marlies have played a lot of overtime shootout hockey this year, every other game really. I mean, not literally, but it seems like every game they play in the last few weeks has gone into overtime. Niemela pushes it back up the wall. This one given straight over to Stevens, and now back the other way. He comes with Mastro Simone, feeding it in, but in the skate and then off the pads and in! Mastro Simone comes up with another one as he puts the Marlies ahead 3-2. That one ended up back with him, and Hughes had defended the first opportunity. Take a look. Mastro Simone puts it over, off Hughes, it gets loose, and back in it comes. Wow. That's just right spot, right time, take advantage. And the Marlies find themselves with the lead with 9:17 left to go. As Shaw takes the face-off at center ice. Back in it goes. Sam Stevens is going to get an assist there. Mastro Simone is third of the season. And now Simino, as Steves comes in after him, you're going to get a penalty for that. And everybody gets involved. Mermis right away drew some attention. And Simino is slow to get up. This is definitely a penalty, as Steves is going to sit down here for 2 minutes, possibly, or less. And Simino is getting looked at here. They're going to take a break on this one. Mayu is having a conversation with Mermis still. And they want everybody to just clear out and get back to the bench area. There is a break here that they're going to take. Simino gets back, but I'm not sure he had fallen into the serious injury thing, because I don't think Steves really got at him all that hard. In fact, I think Alex Steves kind of let up on it, to be quite honest. But we'll see what they think about it when we return.
Et on va maintenant jouer à la charade emoji. Ben oui, j'ai trouvé une belle petite famille en plus qui va pouvoir jouer avec moi. Parce qu'une journée comme ça, c'est ça le comble, il y a plein d'enfants. Donc on a choisi ces enfants-là. Puis là, ils vont jouer avec nous, charade emoji. Est-ce que vous êtes prêtes à deviner le premier film qu'on va voir avec des emojis? Ça va être à l'écran géant. Donc on regarde. À quel film ça vous fait penser?
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Est-ce que c'est une bonne... Oui! Bonne réponse. Très bonne réponse. Deuxième. Un roi et un lion. Le roi lion. Bravo! Et finalement, le troisième. Oh! Un chien.
Oui, Papa Patrouille.
La Pape Patrouille. Est-ce que c'est ça? Bravo! Hey, on les applaudit, tout le monde. C'est 3-3 pour la famille. Et là, je leur avais dit que je leur donnerais une casquette autographiée. On va faire un petit tirage là-dedans, là, puis la famille va gagner ça. On les applaudit encore une fois. C'est la telle à charade emoji. Bravo!
Just 2 minutes handed out to Alex Steves. But the Marlies are going to have to try and work one out here. As the second period only had offsetting penalties, Mermis and Arsenal, and they're able to score a 4-on-4 goal in the third period. Owen Beck. And here in the third, there hasn't been a penalty. We're at the 9 minutes to go mark. Marlies being outshot 25-21 now as the PK gets to work. Haven't really been put to work since the first period. Down the ice it goes. Mayu with it as he steps in. Boarding was the call on Steves. And it is cleared out once again. Solo, he got involved in something there that sent him to the bench, though I think he just rattled a little bit, but not completely, as he's still chatting. And it is grabbed up and now back the other way. 2-on-1, Perret, Quillen, and Kokkonen. There's the shot and the rebound comes back out, and Waugh races back the other way, creating a 2-on-1, feeding it across, scores. Laurent Dauphin ties it up on the power play as the PK that has not been victimized very often this season. 13 games where they had not given up a power play goal. They give up one there, and the game is tied again as the Steves boarding penalty cost the Marlies. Great opportunity at the other end, and it ends up with a decent one back the other way. Crowd here tentatively invested as it comes back out front again. Prying it off that end board as Barbolini tries to move it. Baraboulet is going to get the assist. Joshua Waugh as well. And now that gets by everybody as Turberg wanted to get a touch on it. Down he goes, and Kidney back up along. Hervinen comes all the way back forward. He drops it back to Matteo Petronero. Here's Niemela. Back in it comes. Hughes comes out to play it. Moves it along to the near boards. A little bit of speed from Jakai, and across the line they come. Shot right on from Arsenault, and right back up it comes into center ice. They'll send it back in. Crowd here can sometimes tip the scales, I'll tell you that much. Popped up off the top of the bar. Stays out. Petronero, they got him running a little bit. Scores. Arsenault. As they take the lead for the first time in the hockey game with 6:50 left to go. They just had the Marlies running for their lives out there. Fed out front beautifully. Arsenault gets the whack on it and then drives himself into the glass. And that is enough. As Luke Tuck is going to get the assist. 13:10, the time of the goal. That's Arsenault's third of the season. And now the Marlies playing from behind. A bit of a spinner as it rolls back up. Harvey Pinard finds this one and works down the right side. Villeneuve They're just banging and connecting to everybody and everything now. Driving a whole lot of energy, and they're getting it from this building, too. Can be a tough place to play. Here's Abrazizi working down the boards. Sweeps it behind the goal. Lindstrom comes up with it and then takes Logan Shaw's stick in the process. Here's Wotherspoon. So moves it back up along the near side. Villeneuve keeps it. Looks over, and that one skims by from Perret. Gets caught up with Shaw's stick that is still left out on the ice. Perret working from behind the goal. Sees a lot of attention. Little poke there from Turberg. Does it come loose? It does, finally. And back up along the far boards. Baraboulet looking to race by Kokkonen. Won't happen. Perret. Turberg trying to work it back down deep. Perret convinces it to go deeper. Barbolini tried to send it back out front. It went off the toe of his blade. Long shot from Benning. Well, he's got a rip of a shot. Seen it a couple of times since he's joined the Marlies. Dauphin and Waugh coming back. 2-on-1 shot. Rebound. Benning responsibly plays it away. Through the middle, Barbolini. Scott Quillen behind him. Barbolini trying to cut to the goal. Rolls in behind and now pushes it back to the blue line. Hard shot there from Dakota Mermis. And Benning right back to it. Tried to turn back the other way. Centers it and had Zach Solo coming in after it. Didn't connect, and Waugh just lifts it back the other way. Hervinen comes all the way back for it. Less than 5 minutes to play here in period number 3. Long toss up ice. Solo make contact with that. He says no, they didn't. And back they'll come the other way with 4:38 remaining. The icing call. Laval Rocket. Building gets charged up. They start doing the wave. And here they are, and around they go again. Hervinen over on the far side, and they'll bring it back one more time. Everyone comes back here. It's, as I said, it's been a fascinating place to play for the Marlies since they, in the beginning, Laval was not a very good hockey team, and the Marlies did a pretty good job of running the show. But they've always had a fair bit of success here. This one in tight there, but shot doesn't get through. Beck wanted that one. Down into the corner it comes. Lifted back up. Beck keeps it in. Centers it. Shot! And it doesn't get through as Mermis got his feet in the way of that. Mermis back into the corner. Lifts it up to Hervinen, who steps down the left side. Doesn't get very far. Stick out of the hand. And now Solo is in the middle of some back and forth. Well, he's still throwing it. He's throwing it at anything and everybody. I don't think this is... Jared Davidson was the one involved in it. He and Solo, yeah, they're just going to try and take the temperature down here and put the two of them in the box for a couple of minutes and play a little 4-on-4 with 4:03 left to go here in period 3. And Marlies down.
Americans de Rochester seront de visite le mercredi 11 décembre. C'est un match important contre l'un de nos rivales de division. On entrera dans la période du temps des fêtes pour le match du vendredi 20 décembre, alors qu'on affrontera nul autre que les Sénateurs de Belleville. On le sait, les matchs contre Belleville sont assez intenses, alors soyez là. Parlant du temps des fêtes, le dimanche 22 décembre, ce sera le match Noël à la Place Belle, alors que le Rocket affrontera les Thunderbirds de Springfield. Venez prendre une photo avec le Père Noël et visiter les activités uniques et festives du temps des fêtes. Le programme de la tournée du Rocket est de retour cette saison pour une 8e édition. Vous avez jusqu'au 15 décembre pour inscrire votre équipe de hockey mineur au concours pour courir la chance de gagner un entraînement avec des joueurs du Rocket dans votre aréna. Tous les détails du concours et de l'inscription se trouvent au rocketlaval.com.
Et mesdames, messieurs, le Rocket est très fier d'avoir collaboré avec la Fondation scolaire de Laval afin de leur remettre un chèque de 5 546 $. Pour recevoir le chèque, aidez-nous à accueillir Simon Mercier et Catherine Pépin, ainsi que Yannick Larenne, gestionnaire de compte au Rocket. Merci. Thank you.
Marlies, as I stated earlier, 23-7, 1-2 here at Place Belle over their time against the Rocket. They've had success. That they are, as I said also off the top, this was going to be a tough Saturday. The tight turnaround for one usually doesn't favor the road team, but the other thing was this Laval team is well coached. Pascal Vincent doing a good job here and has them playing the right way. And it is a tough team to play against regardless for Toronto, always. There is a lot of invested emotion on both sides of it. We're going to play a little 4-on-4 for a couple of minutes with 4:03 left to go. Well, they didn't like something here. Davidson either has the wrong stick or indeed he does. I'm not even sure he has the right stick. He does. It is. Got it all sorted out. We're ready to go. Mastro Simone in the circle here against Dauphin. Across the line it comes, but only briefly. Back over for Benning. He carries it across. Got Mastro Simone going to the goal. Directed aside by Hughes. And now diving over his man, Dauphin. It's Mastro Simone. He comes back out over the blue line and then pitches it over to Benning. He just retreats with it, moving it back responsibly to Mermis, realizing that driving it in the zone would have not accomplished all the things that they wanted to. And now Mermis comes across the line. Penalty coming up. Mastro Simone working on it in the corner. Extra attacker on is Villeneuve. And now Steves. Here's Villeneuve back to Steves. He didn't have anything on that one. He kind of half took the shot and then realized maybe he didn't want to do that. And the indecisiveness puts a player in the box, and it gives the Marlies an opportunity here as you see the penalty there. Mermis tripped up as he was trying to get across the blue line. So that brings out Shaw, Steves, and Villeneuve, and Cedric Perret, Jacobs, Kandata. The opposite side, they're going to call a timeout. And the Marlies are going to call that timeout. Wotherspoon is the other player out there for Laval. So they sort this one out. Now, the sorting out that needs to happen here is the 4-on-3 that is happening. That's still got a minute 9 of that offsetting penalty. So we got that to figure into it as well, as we are 3:12 left to go. There's a lot of time I'm working on here. Could have been the chronometer. I think that's how you pronounce that, the timer for here in Place Belle. I love the word for sure, but 3:12 left to go, a minute 9 left in the 4-on-4, but this is a power play here for 2 minutes or less. So a 4-on-3 become a 5-on-3 or 5-on-4 if it gets that far. Back over Steves, the blast, he scores! settle that, Lightning. A power play goal for Alex Steeves as he ties it up at 4 apiece. Just 3 ticks off the clock on the power play. The face-off won. Steeves gets the shot. Shaw moves it up high. Villeneuve again with another assist this weekend as Alex Steeves knocks it in with some authority. We are tied up at 4 now with 3:09 left to play, and we've got a little over a minute of 4-on-4 still to go. Broken stick out on the ice. That one got in there in a hurry. 81 goals for Alex Steeves in his career. Up high it comes. Mayu working it off the boards. Trudeau taken away. Boy, Mastro Simone had a lot of real estate in front of him if he could have got to it. Nice little move off the corner. Stevens hoping to move it back ahead for Mastro Simone, and then he steps on the stick. Baraboulet doesn't contact that. Mastro Simone gets a great chance to get in all by himself. Here's Beck giving this one back to Trudeau. He waits on it. Steve sends the blade spinning. Cross ice, this one comes, and hard back in. Trying to center that one. Shaw puts it off the boards, and now here comes Steeves down the left side as he plays it in. A bit of a bounder. And we got a whistle on the play. Opposite. Here's Engstrom as the Rocket move it to the red line and send it deep into the Toronto zone. Simoneau left it there, and Miller comes in to try and convince it along to Alex Steeves and up the boards. Met with resistance. Shaw comes in to help out. Swept into the corner. Abrazizi picks it up there as he lifts it back out into center. Jump ball as Steeves wins that one and now comes away with the puck. He fires it in. Down low. After it goes Perret. Engstrom moves it up, but not out. And they do get it across the line, but Mikko Kokkonen is there to pick it up. Less than a minute to go here in period 3. Tied up at 4 apiece. Sent down into the corner. After it goes Lindstrom. Barbolini got a stick on it. Swept out front, a little chop at it there by Torberg, but he didn't get anything on it. As it comes back up, Dauphin into center. Less than 40 seconds to go as the Marlies play it back in. They want to get in the change. Torberg left out there. Comes back to it and across the line. Dauphin in on goal. Hildeby, a light shot, but you got to make them, and he did. 23.6 seconds left to play. That's Alex Steeves' 12th goal, William Villeneuve's 4th assist, and Logan Shaw's 10th assist. Again, 2 power play goals this afternoon for Alex Steeves. That one came at 16:51. Shaw, Kandata again. It breaks loose. Beck fires one, scores! Beck with just 20 seconds left. Puts Laval up 5-4. Just a low shot. I don't know if it connected anything out front or not. Can't quite see. Maybe we will here. No, just got by and got in. And the Marlies, who looked like they were about to stun Laval again on a Saturday afternoon, now find themselves down a goal with 19.7 seconds left to go. Chasing it, Abrazizi. There goes Hildeby out of the hockey game. Extra attacker added. Battling, trying to get it out of the corner. 10 seconds left, scraping at it. Time ticking away. Villeneuve looks to the goal. No, he sends it over cross ice for Mermis, and that'll do it. They don't lose very often here in Laval, but they'll go home empty-handed in this one. They were able to pick up 2 points yesterday. Gave a point to Laval. I didn't give it to them. They earned that point. But, Laval able to get clear with 2 points in this one as they beat Toronto in regulation. And I got to tell you, it hasn't happened a lot this season. Just the third time this season that they have been beaten in regulation. The Marlies now 11-3-5 on the season. Laval moves to 15-6-2. They have played 4 more games, obviously, than Toronto has. And as I have pointed out many times, when you look at the schedule, you got to look at the win percentage really at this point in the year. And the Marlies will fall below 750. But still find themselves in second spot in the American Hockey League. Calgary 750 on top as Laval comes up with a dramatic win here with just 20 seconds left to go. Owen Beck with his 7th of the season. What a season he's having. Lucas Condata gets the assist, and they say it was 1936, the time of it, but it ticked away on the big clock otherwise. Anyway, so.
Vincent Arsenault!
Arsenault with the 3rd star of the hockey game. I don't know if they're pretty good in this building, actually.
La 2e étoile, the 2nd star, Adam Engstrom!
But maybe not. Guy gets a couple of goals, ties it up, you would think.
Et la première étoile, the 1st star, Owen Beck!
Well, Beck deserves that star. He had the game-winning goal in dramatic fashion with 20 seconds left to go, and it sends the folks here home happy on a Saturday evening. And the Marlies have the Lehigh Valley Phantoms on their radar for Tuesday. Tough loss here as they came storming back at the 16:51 mark. Steves with a couple of goals in this one, but was unable to complete the 3-point or 4-point weekend. And that is always a tough order of business when it comes to the American Hockey League. Folks, join me again on Tuesday from Coca-Cola Coliseum as the Marlies take on the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. I'm Todd Crocker. I thank you for listening here to Marlies Hockey on FloHockey